Hello, I'm Amanda Dufley and I'm the AHP International Recruitment Lead for NHS England South West. I support trusts to recruit international allied health professionals, and my other role really is to ensure that they're well supported within trusts so that they stay and thrive within the NHS. I'm a real people person, and one of my values really is ensuring that people are well looked after and well developed. So for me, being the AHP International Recruitment Lead, it presented a real opportunity for me to help welcome international AHPs into the NHS workforce and have a really significant role in ensuring that they're supported and to stay and thrive within the NHS. I support allied health professional leads within trusts to connect into their nursing infrastructures. Our nursing colleagues have a significant amount of experience with international recruitment, and they have infrastructures in place that support with pastoral care and support. So really, our allied health professionals would benefit from being linked into those infrastructures so that they can have buddy systems, so they get all the information ahead of when they're coming to the UK, so they can ease that transition of coming and starting work within a trust. For allied health professions, there's probably there's more we can do, because we know that trusts have got all sorts of booklets and information, and they have pre-arrival meetings with their international nurses. For allied health professionals, I'm still trying to work out whether they're getting to meet their AHP leads ahead of coming to the UK. And there's certainly something around, whilst the information within all the booklets is really helpful for an international AHP, there'll be some slight differences where that information needs to be adjusted. And because at the moment, we're quite early on in terms of the programme where we're looking at this for international recruits. So our AHP leads are looking at that information to see whether we can develop it further to suit them. Quite often our allied health professionals are supported by an international recruitment team with team meetings before they arrive, and they'll be given trust sort of information booklets and information around their accommodation and their flights and terms and conditions of their employment. We're looking at that information just to see if there's anything additional that's needed really for an allied health professional. Hopefully they're meeting their team leads and getting a feel for the department that they're potentially going to work in. There's buddy systems quite often accessible within trusts, and that doesn't necessarily need to be an AHP. That could be a nurse to support with, best supermarkets and how to register with the GP. And there's often quite good induction packages within organisations for international nurses. So again, really, we're encouraging trusts to invite their AHP international colleagues to those inductions, but just think about some of the slight differences perhaps that an AHP might have. Feeling like you belong within an organisation is so important, and really it's about making sure that you're getting to know that individual so that they can bring their full self to work. So thinking about those cultural differences, but taking an interest in them. So the different holidays or celebrations they might have. I know that there's some trusts that have actually done workshops or sort of celebratory stalls within the atrium to help people understand the different celebrations that some of our international nurses and AHPs might participate in. But also, our international AHPs are going to bring a different way of doing things. And really it's about embracing and learning and taking an interest in that, because this is a great opportunity for us as an AHP team to really sort of think about whether we could be doing something different. What can we learn from them? Allied health professionals have a range of different career directions that they could go on. So we have opportunities within research, We have leadership opportunities where you could be running a department or coming to work in NHS England. We have advanced practitioners where you're gaining much more further skills around assessment and intervention. And we have AHPs that are working in GP practices. So there's an array of different opportunities out there, but our international AHPs would often benefit from having some support in being signposted and directed to those opportunities. So really important that just like with international nurses, there's opportunity for those real sort of coaching career type conversations to understand what direction do they want to go in, and then facilitate how they sort of access those opportunities in order to progress their careers. The Stay and Thrive programme is an excellent opportunity for allied health professionals, and we're encouraging our AHP international recruitment leads, AHP leads, and our international AHPs to join the community of action. You'll hear lots of innovative ideas to support our international AHPs to stay and thrive. Nursing have a lot of experience. They've come up with a lot of fantastic ideas that we could pinch with pride. Also out there, we do quite a lot of projects whereby you can apply for things. So there's sort of innovation funding. So if you've got ideas of something you'd like to do to support your international AHPs to stay and thrive, then often we offer some funding towards that. So great opportunity out there. Please come to the drumbeat calls. They're only half an hour, but you get to hear some interesting ideas that you could take back to your own organisations. And our shared learning events always have fantastic agendas that really help you to think about international recruitment, cultural awareness, but all the things that you could be doing to support your international AHPs to stay and thrive. And actually, a lot of the ideas are also just good for retaining our AHPs anyway. So, you know, really, really helpful to help progress the careers of our AHPs.